Good morning everyone, we're back in the Ribble Garden. It's a cold one this morning, so we'll put the Tai Chi to the test and see if we can keep warm this time. I hope you're well, hope you're doing okay, and hope you've been enjoying this videos. This one's number 3. If you're new to this, remember, nice gentle movements. If you're not sure if it's right for you, please check first with your physio or your doctor. And if you're lying down, nice straight position, if it's possible, as straight as you're able. If you're sitting nice and comfortably, sitting up tall, arms hanging loosely by the sides, and if you're standing like I am, knees slightly bent, feet shoulder width apart, and arms hanging slightly off the shoulders. I like to think of them kind of western gunslinger kind of cowboys on that arm position there. Let's make a start. We start with our warm-up of brush, pat, tap. This is with a flat hand, going down the inside, up the outside. Brilliant. So we've had a question come in about this warm-up. What is it and what is it for and what is it aiming to achieve? So we use this warm-up with our students as a form of preparation and readiness for the activity. But also, if you're under any doubts of the usefulness of this warm-up, perhaps tomorrow, after this video, just try and going through this motion of brush, pat, tap, but only do it with one arm. And when you're finished, have a feel of the difference in terms of the readiness of the arm you've just prepared for activity and the one that you haven't started on yet. I've had a go at that, and the difference is stark, and I can't help but then move on and do the same to the other arm as I feel all uneven when I've only done it to one of my arms. So we're moving on now to pat. This is with a cupped, relaxed hand, down the arm and up the arm. Excellent. Coming up the body, across, down the other arm, and back up. Well done. So I hope you've been enjoying these videos. Hope it's been helping keeping you moving during lockdown. And then the final part of the warm-up is tap with the fingertips as if we're hitting all the keys on the piano, gently tapping down the arm and up the arm. Excellent. Across the body, down the arm and up the arm. Excellent. Couple more. All right. So let's begin with our 8 exercises. Again, remember, you do these to the size that is right for you. We're not pushing through resistance, but we can go to the edge of it where it just starts to become a little stiff and then brush past that area through repetition. It's a hope that then that area of resistance gets further and further away, and our range therefore is allowed to get bigger and bigger. It's a gentle exercise is this, and it takes time. First exercise. Hands together, coming up, rising up. Part them clouds. It is a cloudy day today. Around in a circle to gather again. Excellent. So if this is your first time, but your arms are particularly stiff and don't move too well, this could be your version of this exercise. Coming up, part them clouds round in a circle, or maybe you can get to your chin, part them clouds round in a circle, or perhaps you can come up above your head and round in a circle. But again, listen to your body, or if you're helping someone else do this, listen to that resistance, go to it but not through it, round in a circle. Magic. Coming round, up, part them clouds, or We'll see if them clouds have gone by the time we finished. Coming up, round, and down. Magic. Next one. My arms will be off shot again on this. We come up, out, back in, and down. Coming up, out, back in, down. Lovely morning movement, this one. Reminiscent of a yawn. A big stretch. Coming up, out, back in, and down. And if you're feeling fancy about it, have a look at my overall position. I rise in my stance, and then I sink in my stance. The whole body's getting involved. If this is your first time or you're new to Tai Chi, just think about them arm movements for now. See if you can get a good amount of symmetry, and in time the rest of the body will start to join in. Coming up, breathing in, breathing out, sinking down. Brilliant. Up. Again, I'm going a little fast, so I'm going to slow that one down. And you got your speed. You don't have to try and keep up. Magic. Last one. Coming in and then down. Next one towards the camera. We're coming up. Round in a circle. Now the angle of this shot looks like I'm coming up above my head. But I'm not. If I turn sideways, perhaps it'll be a little more clear. I'm coming to my shoulder height. And then through, if your arms allow that. If your arms allow you to go further, don't on this one. Because the point of this movement is to release the shoulder blade and get some motion going on there. And that happens best below shoulder height. Wonderful. Coming up and round. Coming up towards the camera and round. Magic. I can feel my back stretching there as I come round. Getting my back ready for the day's activities. We'll be providing a lot of treatments again today here at the college for our students. Up and round. And assessments as well today for new students that want to come to our college in September. Busy day today. Coming up, round in a circle. One more. Coming up, round in a circle. Next exercise. I think last time I was saying about how this reminds me of a basketball or a netball. Receive that pass, turn and pass that ball on to the next person. Receive the pass, turn, push it on to the next person. Magic. That's it, keep going. On this one I want you to be mindful of not twisting at the knees. Really, really common. So I see people turning and their knees twist across their body with them. That's not very kind to our knees. Instead, try and keep your hips facing forwards. Knees soft. Like this motion is coming from the spine. And down and twist. There's a lot of spiral motions in a lot of Tai Chi. I like to think of this as the wringing out of a towel. If you have a wet towel and you twist it, all that water then gets squeezed out, and we are twisting here and wringing the body, and we're also twisting at the arms. The hands are facing outwards, the hands are facing my face, the arms are facing outwards, so there's another twist in the forearm, and that helps create a bit of motion internally, helping to keep everything flowing. Anything that's building up, flushed out. Magic. Coming down. And relax. Super. So I can feel it starting to ache now. That's but a good ache. That's the muscles waking up this morning in a controlled way. And it's better that these things happen in a controlled way, these stretches, these motions, and this activation of the muscle happens in a controlled way, as opposed to it happening for the first time midway through our day when we're trying to lift something heavy or do something at speed. That's where injuries can occur. And if we use Tai Chi as a way to get the body ready, that can help prevent that happening. Okay, from here on in, the movements become a little bit more asymmetrical. The arms are doing opposites. The first one, we've got one hand up and one hand down. I'll go into a little bit more detail of this one this time. I like to imagine that I've got a torch or I've got an eye that can see up from the palm of my hand, and I've got a torch or an eye that's looking down at the ground, and then I'm moving in the direction that they're looking. To come back, the hands need to turn over so I can move through and towards the sky. This is a tricky one for many people when we first start. I know I struggled when I first started on Tai Chi. People add extra twists in where it's not needed, usually at this stage here, but don't. Just come right past, carry on through, and think about either shining a light up and down, turning so we can continue to shine that light up and down from the palms of our hands. I hope that works for you. That's what I'm thinking of when I'm doing this. Perhaps you can comment below of ways that you find it you can help yourself to do this exercise. It'd be good to hear that. So we have had another question as well, and that was about the Yin Yang, that symbol from Taoism. And Taoism is in some ways connected to Tai Chi, not in a religious sense, but in what it's trying to achieve. And for me, Tai Chi's trying to achieve balance. And that Yin Yang, that black and white circle, is a symbol of balance in that respect. Now, I'm no expert on this, and I'm going to put a link in below to a TED lecture that is all animated. It's absolutely beautiful. That's going to go into really nice detail and really good clarity of the hidden meaning of the Yin Yang, I believe it's called. It does a fabulous job of explaining it. But for me, there's two sides, a dark side and a light side. The Yin is the dark swirl, the Yang is the light swirl. And we can think of Yin in a simple sense as being cold, slow, soft, and the Yang being hard, fast, hot, upward movements. One's not better than the other, we need them both. And sometimes our bodies can be more one or the other. So if we're feeling hot all the time, and we might have a bit too much Yang going on. If we're feeling cold, then energetically we're a bit more Yin. If we're only thinking and worrying about ourselves, that'd be Yin. If we're always thinking about everyone else and not paying attention to ourselves, that'd be Yang. And Tai Chi aims to try and help bring balance to that. Bring you in if you're thinking too out. Bring you out if you're becoming too insular. Warm you up if you're feeling cold. Cool you down if you're feeling hot. And bring you to a place where both Yin and Yang are at balance, that dark and the light are at balance. And that is where good health can live. Hope I've done an okay job of explaining that. Any experts out there, please do point out anything I've made an error on there. But that's my level of understanding at this stage. I hope that helps illuminate, and I hope the video that we'll link helps with that too. Okay, enough of that. I've done too many of them exercises, getting carried away talking to you all. Next exercise, coming out, it's this diagonal one, high and low, coming back to center. One of the trickiest. Certainly this took me a while to get some command over my arms to do this. Diagonal, stay high and low, come back to hold the ball, back in the centre, diagonal, midline, centre, diagonal, midline, centre. Magic. Diagonal, midline, centre, diagonal, midline, and centre. Excellent. Couple more. And last one. Okay, my favourite now. Perhaps it's yours too. Perhaps you've got another favourite. Pop it in the comments below which one your favourite movement is. Coming round. Archery style, Robin Hood. Some of our students say this one looks like, what reminds them of. Coming across, pull back and point. Coming across, pull back and point. And looking at the video back, I'm going a little bit too straight with my arrow arm. So that needs to just stay slightly bent. Brilliant. Pull back. If this one's feeling easy, I'll add a little bit more on for you. Have a look at my shoulder position. I twist and turn only from the spine, hips stay facing forwards. And then instead of just pulling back with the arm, I'm unwinding with the body. Coming across, winding the body, unwind the body. Wind the body, unwind the body. As I say, as you practice this, Tai Chi becomes increasingly less about waving our arms about and more about the whole body getting involved. Brilliant. Nice and gentle. One more. And relax. Okay, final exercise, guys. Most students, this is their favourite. We come out to the sides, we gather everything in, and we think about our body as we scan in front, going up and round, head, neck, shoulders, chest, tummy, coming out to the sides, round in a circle. Up and round. Excellent. How did we get on with them clouds? No, we didn't break them clouds. That would have been impressive. The sun's starting to peek through over here. Lovely, coming up and over. And one more for good luck, coming round. Thinking through the body, head, neck, shoulders, chest and tummy. Okay, we cool down the way we started. We brush, pat, tap. Down the arm and up the arm. So I've had this described to me as well as a cool down activity, that after we've released the body and opened the joints and got everything moving, and now we're going to go back into the world, we need to just give ourselves that little layer of protection, close down that skin and them top layers again, so we can weather perhaps the cold or any kind of stresses or any kind of challenges that are coming along today. We've opened up the body through Tai Chi. We don't want to let everything just flood in, but instead we'll just give ourselves that base protection while still be nice and awake internally. Fantastic. Other side with the patting, cupped hand even, down the inside, up the outside. Super. Excellent. Coming up, across and down. Lovely. Final one. You know it. With the fingertips. Down the inside. Up the outside. Excellent. Nearly there, guys. Up and across. Down and up. Super. I'm finishing on this up. Brilliant. Well done, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that. Keep your questions and comments coming, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you for joining us. Please ask any questions in the comments below and subscribe to the Henshaws College channel for more.